In the season finale of the Native Report Show, we check back with a Native medical student we introduced to you last season whose goal is to become a physician and make a difference in Indian country and beyond.
And we share about a program that grants funding to support the many Native peoples out there working to make a positive difference in their communities.
Plus, we learn more about the Oneida Nation Museum that hopes to share accurate stories of its people, ultimately to promote the dignity and respect of the Oneida people and culture.
We also learn what we can do to lead healthier lives and hear from our elders.
That was the beginning of all of our Ojibwe practices, I'll say.
Welcome to Native Report, and thanks for tuning in to the final episode of Season 17. I'm Rita Karppinen.
Thanks, Rita. I'm Ernie Stevens. In our final episode, we're exploring how philanthropic work and giving back to communities are constant in Indian country. We highlight some Natives looking out for the welfare of their people, land, and beyond.
Many believe Native representation in medicine is crucial to combating public health disparities among Native peoples. In the last season of Native Report, we met several Native medical students and followed them during their journeys into the challenging industry. We checked back in with one of the medical students working to become a physician as she was wrapping up her psych rotation at Minneapolis Medical Center.
You don't have to be a genius to go to medical school, you just have to be persistent, really. A lot of people who would make great doctors are often, just feel like it's too long of training or it'd be too difficult when, they would be a good fit. Medical school itself, has a lot of ups and downs. Everyone kind of will struggle here and there. I'm Jenny, and I'm a third-year medical student. Like I said before, I'm from Idaho. I went to my undergrad there at Idaho State, and then I went on to work on my reservation at a clinic there, the Shoshone-Bannock Community Health Center. It was like interacting with my community and, seeing and helping elders and children. I feel like every day it was a small nudge, telling me that this was the right path for me, and kind of motivated me as well to go get my Master of Public Health. So I went to the East Coast for that. I did a one-year program at Dartmouth and then applied to medical school during that year, and I ended up at the Duluth campus. So right now I still have all of third-year rotations to get through, and then fourth year as well is filled with more electives and also like applying to residency program. And then probably for me it'd be about 3 or 4 more years of extra training before I'm done with all of it. Here at Fairview, I'm working on a team. Blue 22, it's like a psychiatry unit that's inpatient. My day mostly consists of working with the resident and another medical student directly, and then later in the morning or early afternoon, I will round with the whole team, including our attending physician. In the afternoon, sometimes I'll have like ILT time for assignments I have as a student or just doing more research on, things for our patients. There's really such a need, everywhere for more primary care physicians as well as psychiatrists, and we see that need, even tenfold in like Native communities. Our school is prestigious. I think we're the second in the country for graduating Native American medical students, and Dr. Mary Owen is the head of the Center of American Indian and Minority Health, and that's one of her big, initiatives. Definitely less than 1% of the medical students identify as American Indian. And just from my own experience, you'd be lucky to have one Native American medical student in a class. And so it's really important for, medical schools to just help address that need. There's a lot of different health disparities that our communities face, and, seeing that firsthand in my community and then in other communities that I visited was definitely like a motivation factor for me. A lot of our clinics and hospitals are very underfunded, they are understaffed. There's just a lot of issues with access to care in general. Having more Native American, medical students, trainees, and physicians can really help address that need. Just give more like culturally competent care, really, because we are such a unique population, and some of the things, historically that our people have been through, there's this, distrust of the medical profession in general. Just kind of the whole history of colonization and these different institutions and government agencies that, have caused a lot of pain for our people, including the boarding school era. There were a lot of reports of even sterilization of Native American women, even into like the 70s. There's just a lot of history there I think a lot of people don't really always appreciate. It's not always necessary to have, someone of the same culture to be, treating someone, but it definitely helps in a lot of ways. And I know physician turnover is also a really big issue in a lot of tribal clinics and hospitals. So having someone maybe that's from that community is, a good solution to someone that maybe would stay for longer than just a few years.